Hello and welcome. I'm Micah Fry, an affiliate faculty member at Southwestern College Professional Studies. I teach communications. This area of study is most widely known for its general education course, Public Speaking or Speech. Many people fear speaking in public. Many don't feel comfortable or confident speaking in front of people. One of the best ways to overcome this fear is to be prepared. Preparation includes organizing your presentation and practicing it. The first step of that is what we will be discussing today, organizing your presentation. There are three parts to every presentation: an introduction, the speech body, and a conclusion. A strong introduction is vital. There are 4 items on the checklist for a strong introduction. First, you'll want to get your audience's attention. You can do this through sharing an interesting fact, a story, or a variety of other ways. After drawing your audience in, you want to tell them exactly what the point of your speech is. This is called your central idea, or your thesis statement. It can be one complete sentence that encapsulates your speech. Now, you won't want to start this sentence by saying, "In this speech, I will." The central idea should be independent. Consider having the subject of your speech also be the subject of this sentence. Next, you'll state your credibility to speak on the topic. Or if you're not necessarily credible, but you've researched it, share how the topic relates to you. Finally, you'll preview your main points that you will be covering in your presentation today. Depending on your presentation, an introduction may include things beyond these 4, but these 4 are a great place to start when checklisting your introduction. You might also include background information or context for your audience if they don't know or aren't familiar with your topic. These 4, though, make up your checklist. Within the body of the presentation, it is important to keep and maintain your audience's attention. So the best practice is to select your main points and limit them. Ideally, we want to focus on 2, 3, or 4 main points. Depending on the length of the presentation, this obviously may change. For each main point, you'll discuss it using evidence to support that point. Once main points are established, you'll want to create strong transitions that can tie them together. This will help your speech to feel less like you're jumping from one point to another and more like a cohesive presentation. The final part of the speech is the last thing your audience will hear, which makes it most important. A good conclusion is key. Even though you've just shared your main body, you'll want to recap those main points to wrap everything up, but also because repetition helps your audience to remember the information you've shared. At this point, you will have previewed the main points in your introduction, spoken about them in your body, and then recap them again in your conclusion. Then the final thing you want to do is to leave your audience thinking in some way. The conclusion should end with an additional concluding device. This might be a quote or dramatic statement. It could even tie back into a story you shared in the introduction. These are the only 2 items on the conclusion checklist, but again, depending on your presentation topic, you may add more information in. Thanks for tuning in today. When organizing your speech, start with selecting your main points. As you prepare the body of your presentation, keep an eye out for information that might make an interesting attention getter or a strong concluding device. As the body of your presentation begins to come together, begin to work on your introduction and conclusion. Once all of the parts are completely outlined, it will be important to be sure to practice, practice, practice. Thanks.